Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's reading. And with that being said, I'm going to dive right into shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. And immediately, I know I'm speaking to a divine feminine here because the Garden and the Gate card came up in the upright position. Some key words instantly coming out for you, divine feminine, are boundaries, protection, self-love, self-focus, reclaiming your power. So some of these trigger words might already be connecting with you in significant ways, but above all, the overarching theme of your life at this moment in time with 5th chakra uprights is taking back your voice through connecting in more consciously with your intuition, because this throat chakra card is also really strongly sitting on the third eye. And I really see here your third eye and throat chakra energies working together in collaboration, meaning you are both reclaiming your voice and also connecting inwardly in a deeper way with your own inner voice. Having the courage to then, through that self-reconnection, that reconnection to that inner voice, then project that knowing, that authenticity outward in the way that you present, express, or speak yourself to the world. I'm also getting a message from someone's guides here to take caution in how you speak about yourself, especially at this time, to use positive words and language to talk about yourself and your goals and your dreams. Whenever you do speak of these things, speak of them in a very self-honoring way, knowing that and respecting that your words carry so much immense power. So I'm now shuffling the Starseed Oracle cards, and by the way, if you would like me to channel specifically for you and your situation, be sure to like this video and also double check that you are subscribed to this channel, because by subscribing, this does allow me to more easily pick up on your energy. The numbers 3 and 7 just came out here for someone, but also the month of March. So I'm getting that someone might be born in the month of March, or that month might be significant to you or something on your mind, a connection on your minds. But also someone could simply have Pisces energy in their birth chart, sun, moon, or rising, who is involved here. This can also speak to someone feeling really emotional, really emotionally charged at this time. And I will be sharing more on that in a second. But from the Starseed Oracle, such a beautiful card here came out. There's something about rocks or crystals coming through. So someone might be connecting with rocks, crystals. You may have been hiking or walking somewhere with large rock structures, for whoever this is for. But do keep in mind, I do channel many different specific names, words, numbers, dates, details to personalize these readings. But of course, these details will only connect with certain individuals. So always consult your own intuition above all else. And speaking of intuition, this card says, turn your gaze within, inner authority, intuition, all paths lead home. And because I sensed there was a very strong emotional charge coming through this card also, the person connecting with this card might be feeling really emotional. I'm getting the word loneliness. So someone here might really be connecting with their inner world, with their emotion, with their inner self, but feeling really lonely when it comes to connecting in the external worlds. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. whoever I'm speaking to here, in spite of your loneliness in the external world, in spite of the pain that I feel you've gone through, I'm getting something about someone having had emotional pain in the past. I got this like constriction in my throat. You might have throat tightness associated with anxiety from time to time, but also this can speak to past trauma related to feeling shut down emotionally, feeling as though you were not able to speak your voice, to share your truth. And I'm seeing a young girl, a young child, so this could represent you, Divine Feminine, whether you are male or female. This could represent you in your younger years, feeling shut down emotionally, feeling as though you were silenced in some way by others, by people around you. This is something very deep you're healing at this time. And in fact, some of the emotions you might be feeling, wondering where are these emotions coming from? Some of these emotions may be the release of this deep-seated trauma associated with having your voice silenced in the past. Because going back to that throat chakra card at the beginning, the number 636 came out for someone as well. You are reclaiming your voice in a really powerful way, and that's happening through clarifying your inner voice, through reconnecting fully with your own intuition, because I'm getting that people from your past potentially may have not let you authentically express yourself. And because of this, you may have told yourself that other people knew better than your own inner voice, better than your own intuition. So after a while of displacing your own inner guidance for the sake of pleasing others, you may have lost connection to some extent to that inner voice, to that inner vision. But now you are reclaiming that. And through that reclaiming of your voice, you are opening floodgates to the abundance that is your birthright, effortless abundance, whatever that means for you, for some of you. Depending on your goals, dreams, visions, whatever that inner vision is, this could look like material, physical abundance. This could look like abundance of love, connection, joy, stability, whatever the case is for you. I see that you are really beginning to allow this well-being that is your birthright to start flowing more consistently into your life. But in connection with this, there is also the loneliness coming out here, the feeling as though you've been set apart, been separated from others in your 3D physical reality. I'm getting a message from someone who it's like they're very happy in their internal worlds, cultivating that inner world, but sometimes when it comes to the external world, they're feeling a bit of disconnection or loneliness. So in the extended version of this reading, Divine Feminine, whoever I'm speaking to here, I will be channeling more messages for you from your spirit guides and your higher self regarding this abundance that is opening to you in all areas of your life, regarding the loneliness that you might be feeling in the 3D at this time. So on Patreon, in our Patreon Soul Tribe, I will be channeling more messages from whatever divine forces you connect with personally, Divine Feminine, to give you a little bit of further guidance on this. So the link to the Patreon extended reading is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. And if my voice sounds a little distant, it's just because I am writing that down, so I remember to channel that in the extended. And of course, I do channel extended readings on Patreon every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those of you who are in tune with me there as well. And thank you for all of you who are supporting this work, this platform through Patreon also. I am so grateful for all of you. With walking away in the reverse position, for you, Divine Feminine, I see a coming home to self being the most powerful overarching theme of your life at this time. But I'm now going to reshuffle some of the cards here, and I now want to talk to the collective Divine Masculine. I keep getting a lot of neck and shoulder tension. So if you have been feeling this, know that you aren't alone in this. And I feel that some of this could be related to the throat chakra activations happening energetically, the reclaiming of your voice taking place, Divine Feminine. And of course, for the Divine Masculine, right away we get the sacral chakra in the reverse position. There has been a lot of sacral chakra movements for the collective Divine Masculine. It kind of has this revolving door feeling, like opening and then closing again and then opening again. So for those of you who are connecting with a particular masculine, you might find that sometimes he seems very open, very vulnerable, very transparent, and at other times seems emotionally withdrawn or closed off. I'm getting curly hair for some masculine here coming through as well. There's also something about his hands, or the two of you holding hands, your hands fitting together, or something like that for someone here as well. So I want to know, and there's that number 36, by the way. Someone might be 36 years old, or that just might be connecting with you in some way. I want to know how the collective Divine Masculine is feeling at this time. I'm also getting something about the month of November. So a masculine here might be born in November. There could be Sagittarius energy coming through here. November might be significant to someone's connection. I'm seeing falling leaves, the leaves changing. This could also represent seasons changing in this masculine's life as well. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And this is really connecting the sacral chakra to the heart chakra. I feel that in the past, this Divine Masculine may have overextended his sacral chakra energy as an overcompensation for lacking the ability to go deeper mentally, emotionally with others, putting up walls, not having that heart's openness, allowing for the easy flow of empathy, closing himself off in the past from others, but then using an overreaching sacral chakra energy, meaning using for some of them physical intimacy, using some form of tangible physical connection. I'm just keep hearing like false intimacy. It's almost like this masculine would cause feminines in his life, or potentially you, Divine Feminine, to feel as though there was this intense connection or this intense depth. But in reality, they were putting up these walls, and they may have created that sense of intense depth with feminines through, again, overreaching when it came to physicality, the physical side of relationships. This could have even been, I keep hearing like secret sharing. So this is kind of a confusing energy, but for some masculines here, they may have actually shared deep secrets about themselves, or shared certain intimate details of their life with feminines, but then put up these walls. So it like created this sense of intensive intimacy when really they were keeping themselves closed off. I don't know who that's for. I feel that might just be for a specific person. But I keep hearing this masculine emphasize, but there's something different when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. Those walls weren't able to stand. I feel like this masculine used to be able to keep this kind of, and I just bumped my microphone there a little bit. So I feel like this masculine in the past was able to keep this kind of revolving door going when it came to the sacral chakra, meaning he was able to selectively choose when and who he was going to let into his life, into his emotional world, and he was able to cut them out just as easily. So for example, this masculine may have been able to have an intimate encounter, a physical connection romantically with someone that caused them to feel special or feel depth, and then he could cut them out and let them go almost instantaneously. He was able to share a secret with someone, share an emotion with someone, and then again cut them out, put up those walls. keep that revolving door going with the sacral chakra. But the thing is, you, Divine Feminine, ignited him. You ignited his sacral chakra in a way that he wasn't able to control it anymore. He wasn't able to control the stop and flow of this sacral chakra energy, this intimacy. With you, it was full-blown intimacy with no walls, no boundaries all the time. There is something very irresistible about you, Divine Feminine, to this masculine, to the extent that the only way he was able to feel in control was at times to withdraw completely. And in fact, this is what at times between you may have led to a confusing dynamic where you could sense that this masculine was entirely open to you. Through all energy centers, completely wide open, intimate, emotionally, physically, mentally with you. And you were correct about feeling this way, Divine Feminine. But the thing is, this masculine was terrified that he wasn't able to turn it off. And if there was a separation, a withdrawal of this masculine physically in the 3D, it was an attempt to control, because he found that while he was still around you, in conversation, even if you were at a distance, just talking to you, again, he could not resist being so entirely open. And there has been something so terrifying about that to this masculine. But this energetic opening that you've activated within him, Divine Feminine, is absolutely inevitable. Even if at this point or at certain points in your 3D connection, it has taken place at a distance or through a perceived separation. So I do want to get more details on what this masculine is thinking or feeling at this time regarding you, Divine Feminine. Angel of Strength upright. He sees you as, there's almost this sense of fear coming up. Fear because he sees you as so powerful. And specifically, he's thinking at this time about the powerful effects you have on him, the way that you entirely open him up energetically. He almost sees you as this kind of goddess-like energy. And with walking away reversed, I'm seeing this masculine, if there is some kind of separation or disconnect, I just heard like, I want to get you back. I want to get back into your energy. I want to reconnect. Because with envy reversed, I see you as being the one who fills all my cups in the traditional tarot, the one who fulfills all my heart's desires. I'm realizing this almost literally. This masculine is downloading these realizations through his third eye, because all of this is sitting on the third eye. So there is this energy of a sudden eye-opening kind of realization moments that I want to fully connect with you. I want to reconnect with you. If there is a distance, I see how powerful you are. I feel unfulfilled without you, and I see you as the fulfillment of all of my heart's desires. Now, in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more love messages from this divine masculine. So more on what he wants to say to you, potentially secretly, because I do see he may still just be receiving these powerful downloads intuitively, but not speaking them. But I will be channeling so-called through those kind of secretive hidden spaces in this masculine regarding you, Divine Feminine, and regarding his feelings about you and about this connection. For those of you who are connecting with this reading, I just heard Leo. So someone here might have Leo energy in their birth charts, or that simply might again speak to you, Divine Feminine, being in this very fiery, passionate energy that this masculine is sensing at this time. So again, those extended love messages will be in the Patreon reading, which is linked in the pinned comments and description box under this video. But for now, I want to channel now between the two of you, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, to see what's going on between the two of you within this connection in the 3D and at the 5D level. So first, let's talk about what is happening in the 3D at present in this connection between this divine masculine and divine feminine. What is happening in the 3D at present? A releasing of fears. With anxiety reversed, I see this releasing of fears happening at a very deep core level, which also means it might actually be subconscious. Your guides keep telling me like you're releasing a lot of fear that's been stored very subconsciously, that you're only going to feel being released through what your ego would label as negative sensations and symptoms. These could be physical. I'm getting like head pressure, nausea, stomach sensations, sleep issues. This could be mental or emotional, such as feeling suddenly very sad, feeling suddenly very anxious. This isn't because something within you is going wrong. This is actually your physical and emotional body picking up on the very deep core level release of negative emotions that have unconsciously held you in bondage for a long time. An unawakened masculine, or a masculine here who has been unawakened in the past, is having a radical spiritual awakening and reconnection with his intuition. What is this masculine experiencing through this awakening happening at present? A heart's opening, with man holding a heart upright, wanting to come forward with an open heart. And how is the divine feminine feeling at present in the 3D? Storm warning in the upright position. So divine feminine, the number 1010 might connect with someone. You might find yourself feeling very chaotic. There's something about the number 10 being close to the number 11, and many of us connect with the alignment number 1111. But what I'm getting, divine feminine, is this energy of feeling so close, feeling so on the brink of manifesting so much into your life, and yet feeling this bit of frustration or tension or chaos coming up right now at times in the 3D. Wanting to just retreat back into your metaphorical or literal cave to kind of get away from everything, feeling like it's all kind of too much. And what's specifically feeling, or really what I should say, what's happening through this so-called storm, what your physical and emotional body, divine feminine, is perceiving as a storm is actually a very powerful activation. I spoke on this in my recent reading video, and the thumbnail was of a storm. So if you go back just a little bit in my videos, you will get more information in depth on this subject. But really what I'm getting with the patience card at the bottom of the deck is be patient with yourself, divine feminine. Be gentle with yourself. You are rising in your power and confidence with Angel of Strength coming up here again. This Angel of Strength card has come up twice to represent you, divine feminine. This is your part in this integration that is happening between yourself and, if this is a twin flame we are speaking about here, which for many of you I feel that it is, there is an integration of your inner divine masculine into your being, divine feminine, that is balancing out your connection to the 3D masculine counterpart as well. This is involving you becoming, I keep hearing the word mastery, skillful. If there's something you've been doing for a long time that's a passion, a hobby, a career, a life path, an endeavor, I feel that you, divine feminine, are becoming very skilled at this thing, becoming very masterful. Even if there's not a specific creative outlet or endeavor in your life, know that in general, you are on this path to becoming a master at working with energy, a master at your own spiritual path, your own spiritual growth and development. Your guides want you to know you're really getting a handle on this more than you consciously allow yourself to appreciate about yourself at times. So again, there will be, divine feminine, more in-depth messages from your spirit guides, from your higher self, in the extended version of the reading on Patreon, which is linked under this video. But for now, I do want to close with some information on what is going on at the higher self level between the divine feminine and divine masculine that have been coming through here. A situation that has felt hopeless or defeated has been in the process of changing very fast. I'm seeing the number 555. The number 28 might be significant to someone also. appreciation uprights. There is so much adoration, so much admiration flowing between the higher selves of this divine masculine and divine feminine. And in fact, you may be feeling some of that as well, seeping down, kind of dripping down to your 3D self even as well, depending on how open you are, how in tune you are with your higher selves in the moments. Attachments in the upright position. Masks being lifted, truths being revealed, attachments being released. What negative attachments? Ooh, this is interesting. At a higher self level, you are receiving clarity about any negative attachments in your life, or of course, when I say you, your counterpart, the masculine or feminine who is also involved here, is mirroring this experience. They are also receiving these intuitive downloads about any negative attachments, still preventing them from becoming the highest, most ideal version of themselves. Wow, this is a really beautiful thing. There's something about a white dress coming through for someone. So this could also be related to a wedding, a marriage. For some, you could be leaving, exiting a marriage, or you could be entering into a marriage or engagement situation. This also could speak to a higher level of commitments, being on a masculine's mind who may have been non-committal in the past. There are a lot of reverse cards coming out here. Caring connections, door to personal healing and happiness, broken heart card in the reverse position. There is this longing at the higher self level, this feeling of, I know that our higher selves are connected and our hearts are healing. With broken heart card reversed, it's like we are coming out of this phase of brokenheartedness. And even if at times, especially divine feminine, you still feel in the storms at this moment, at this higher self level, you know that your heart and your person's heart are both healing at a very deep level. Again, any of these attachments that have been holding you back are being released. However, there is this longing coming through this. I've been doing a lot of healing individually, but I don't want to be alone anymore, whether that's speaking about something platonic or something romantic. I want to feel real, tangible 3D supports. And there is that longing coming through, that desire emanating at the higher self level. And I feel that Rumi will have an answer to that longing for more supports. So I am going to pull one final Rumi Oracle card to close this first reading here on YouTube. And this card is, she offers the sacred wine, so drink. And I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter as we drink the sweetest of offerings. And I have to tell you right away, I feel this being that connection that this person has been longing for, coming into physical form, into physical reality. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hand of the divine beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known into the next opening of your inner eye, of your hearts, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the lights of heaven. And a final message from the guidebook here. You must be willing to let go of your control. You must trust in what will happen. Trust that you will be cared for, or that you may appear to be the fool. You must be willing to not have all the answers, or indeed any answers at all, and trust that this is according to the higher plan, and not some inadequacy or error. So this feels like a really beautiful place to close this reading. I hope you received something valuable from the reading, and if so, I would love for you to leave me a comment under this video and let me know what resonated with you. For those of you continuing on to our Patreon extended reading, where we will be channeling into more details and information from the reading. The link to that is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. Otherwise, I am wishing you the most beautiful, wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you again in Friday's reading.